morning and welcome to Creation Depot. My name is Wendy Literal and today we're going to be talking about how to make the icons for our thumbnail layers large enough that we can actually see them. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. All we need to do is go down here to the little hamburger menu, go down to panel options, and then you'll see here we've got the 3 different sizes. Then you have a 4th one where you just take it off altogether. I would suggest going with the largest one and kind of working backwards, depending on if you have at least like a 24-inch screen to work with. If you don't, I would definitely choose to go down. I mean, you're going to know your workspace, right? But if you're working off a little Chromebook versus working off of, I shouldn't say Chromebook, I don't even think you can use Adobe Photoshop on Chromebook, but if you are working on a smaller laptop, for example, you're going to want to go down because it does eat up a lot of your real estate on the page. You'll see what I mean in a minute. And then down here, your thumbnail contents, layer bounds, or the entire document, leave it on entire document. And by default, these 2 are chipped on, but I don't know. You can take them off if you want to. Use default mask on fill layers. Yes, that it's helpful, but it takes away your control. And then add copy to copied layers and groups. I take it off for my own purposes because it's just one more thing to delete when you go to rename your layers. So I just take it off. And then expand new effects. That is this right here. When you add an effect, you want it to automatically expand, meaning that it shows it so that you can see what's on it. That's a personal preference for it. I like to leave it on because it lets me see what's on there, and then I can, trill it down here if I have too many things with that on it, I can take it off. So that we're going to hit OK, and there you go. But see what I mean though? It takes up a whole lot of real estate. So it doesn't take up any more visual space on the vertical here, but now you really can't read the words, right? Because it takes up so much space right here. So in order to read the words, you have to like move your workspace over. Right? And that's what I mean, like when you have a smaller screen, if you want to be able to read your text here, it's suddenly taken up a lot more space. So, it's just kind of like, are you a visual person? I mean, if you're using Photoshop, you probably are, and you can just go by the imagery and just be good to go with it, and you don't really need to know what it says. But if you've got a couple of things that are very similar, like if you're working on some social media, for example, and you've got a bunch of stuff that's very similar and the text actually helps you, another way that you can mark it if you don't want to do this is you can right click and then you can just choose a color, and that will help you differentiate. I shouldn't have chosen the same color. That will help you differentiate your layers without having to have space moved over. If you want the large thumbnail and you want to be able to see what's going on, but you don't necessarily want to give it this much space on your screen. So that's it. I hope this has been helpful to you, and please leave a like and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Thanks. Bye.